Are you Disney robots? Coo if you are. Nope, didn't coo. Well, good morning. It's day 12, the last day. It's been a long 12 days. It's been a very busy 12 days. And today we are finishing off with Disneyland Tokyo. Specifically, I should point out Disney Sea. Located in Urayasu, just a 15-minute ride away from Tokyo Station on the KO line, Tokyo Disney Sea opened in 2001, and in its 22 years of operation it has become the 4th most visited theme park in the world. Alright, it's 8:45. We have just joined the queue to get into Disney Sea. Let's see how long this takes. And it's now raining. True Disney Sea experience. The wet has already begun. So what you just got was 15 minutes worth of queuing compressed into a few seconds. I would have time-lapsed it for longer, but the GoPro's memory card got full. So, just gonna have to enjoy the next bits for now. And we're 35 minutes in now. We're getting closer. Slowly, steadily. Annoyingly, the queue started moving at a nice, steady rate the instant the GoPro died. So what would actually have been interesting time-lapse footage of going along in the queue, you're not getting, sorry. Approaching hour 1 of queuing, and we have completed 2 of the 3 queues. We have pre-queued, we have queued for security, and we are now queuing for the ticket booth. 1 hour and 1 minute of queuing, and we have arrived into Disneyland. Disney Sea. She's going to correct me this entire time. Disneyland is apparently that way. This is Disney Sea, you can tell because there is the sea. I'm pointing at... My wife is not the sea. That is the sea, apparently. Now that the mouse had us through the gates and contained, the nautically themed park set about doing what it was designed to do by making us forget about the outside world, and we begun our explorations of the 2nd busiest theme park in Japan. The busiest theme park in Japan being Disneyland, just across the way. Yet despite only being the 2nd busiest park in Japan and the 4th busiest in the world, Tokyo Disney Sea holds the world record for hitting 10 million visitors in only 307 days of operation. I have to hand it to Disney. You have to admire just how immersive they make the park feel. Like, I don't really not consciously aware of the fact that I'm in Japan at the moment because of just everything, really. It's weird. What's up, fellow land nerds? Yeah, I got a submarine now. So queuing for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, you start there. You go all the way along there. All the way along. And then you go round, and you go round, and you go down. All the way to there. And then you queue more. Why the queuing? Why? After complaining about the queuing for several more minutes, we discovered that the queue that I had just pointed out for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was also the shortest queue in the park at a measly 45 minutes. So we decided to join it, because if I'm going to get dragged into Disneyland, I'm going to go on at least one ride, damn it. You join as viewers as we have decided to queue for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And it is actually moving pretty quickly. We started all the way over where I pointed out earlier and are now, well, here. There is the Nautilus, there is the spiral of queue. So we're doing this now. We're going into the sea. 20,000 leagues of it. Underneath. The great spiral of queue only hid the further queue that was all inside and in the dark, where we eventually boarded a small submarine where I completely overestimated my 7-year-old GoPro's sensor's ability to record well in low light. And by low light, I mean no light. So enjoy this selection of snippets from what I did record 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, where we got to see bubbles, a big eye that was promptly electrocuted, underwater aliens, and more bubbles! Well, we went in the sea. We saw creatures, and sea monsters, and things. It was the sea. After a rather pleasant Dwayne Johnson cracking corny jokes free river cruise later, a familiar problem from earlier in the trip decided to rear its ugly head again. So an update on the memory card situation. All these 6, full. These 3, the GoPro doesn't want to record them. Well, it records a bit and then stops. So all of these now full. These are all the memory cards I have, and it's the last day of the trip. I couldn't have timed it any more annoyingly that I'm going to have to go and buy a memory card just for the afternoon. Memory card woes aside, we then queued for another ride, Aquatopia in Port Discovery, the marina of the future! Do this. Apparently. And just hold it still. I'm trying to work out how it works. Why are we spinning? Now we're going backwards.
You want it to go on?
Yes, I know. It's entirely too chaotic.
And again.
Oh. No, we're going this way. Driving a straight line, damn it. Alright, this is a straight line. I asked for it. No.
Go around the whirlpool.
We're going to spin.
Backwards.
Yeah. There we go, adjusted to wide angle. Yeah, you can see it on the floor.
But then is it magnets or something? Because I think the lines are just because that's where the wheels go.
You know what? Yes, I'll say
magic.
Disney magic, which can be summarised as magnets. If in doubt, magnets. Always magnets.
Disney magic.
Disney magnets. That's why. It's Disney magic magnets. Well, that's a thing to say. Can we go forwards for a bit? No, and we're spinning again. Hey, you know what this ride is about?
we got all the announcements. This is about science, remember? We are spinning for science. Are we going in this? No, we're just going to look at it. Have a fountain. Goodbye, fountain. What is wrong with going forwards?
I think you chose this because we weren't going forward.
Oh, I chose this because it was entirely just, yeah, chaotic. I think we're done. Yeah, we're being thrown off. Or are we going over here? What are we waiting for?
Oh, we come back in on the other side. No,
There we go. Oh, that's like a queuing circle.
I like to go in the queuing circle.
Oh, look at that. That's neat.
And as if by more Disney magic or magnets, my earlier wonderings as to if the volcano did anything were given an answer. Well, we did it. Disneyland completed. And I have to begrudgingly admit that I actually enjoyed myself. Despite my utter disdain for theme parks, Disney was alright. I'd come again. This one is very happy because of that. And now I'm going to go drag her to see a massive Gundam. Once we had returned to Tokyo proper, we then had to leave it again to see said massive Gundam, which had us riding another unique form of public transport, a driverless train. Said driverless train is called the Yuri Komomi, and it runs from Shimbashi Station in central Tokyo all the way to Toyosu Station in Koto City on the other side of the central part of Tokyo Bay, going over the Rainbow Bridge, which we will be doing for the second time. And despite the fact that I have been calling this vehicle a train twice now, it's not actually a train, because it runs on tyres on a concrete track, so it's more of a guided bus that's like a train, in some sort of weird chimera of train and bus. When the Yuri Komomi opened in 1995, it was feared by many that it would become a white elephant costing billions of yen. And for its first few years of operation, it almost became so, with the minimum needed 80,000 passengers per day falling short by over half at 27,000. But thankfully, due to the rezoning of Odaiba Island from being purely business to residential and entertainment areas, and the spectacular views of Tokyo and Odaiba from the 270-degree loop that the Yuri Komomi does to get onto the Rainbow Bridge, it is now estimated that the system will pay off its loans faster than the originally estimated 20 years. Such is the success and profitability of the Yuri Komomi now that plans have been in place to extend the line from Toyosu Station to Kachidoki Station since before 2020 and the Olympic Games. However, like a lot of projects in Japan, it is currently on hold due to more demanding public infrastructure projects taking up budgets and the mountains of red tape that is the behemoth of Japanese bureaucracy. But what we've got currently is still pretty neat. Robot trains.
You done? Alright. There she blows. The Unicorn Gundam. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't show it very well in this frame. I'm starting quite far away from it. But it's bloody massive.
After oogling at the 2-scale 21 metre tall mech, we completed our Gunpla pilgrimage by heading up to the 7th floor of Diver City and the Gundam base store that showcases the history of the franchise and the almost standalone hobby it spawned of Gunpla itself. After wandering the expansive store, a plastic robot kit was purchased, and then it was time to head back out for our final evening in Tokyo.
Went to Gundam base. Bought some Gunpla. The place is huge. We were wandering around it for what, 20-30 minutes? Looking for that. Couldn't find it. So I bought this instead. I'll cut to a shot of what's in the bag in a second so you can see it. But yeah. That is pretty much it for now. We're going to go and have dinner somewhere nice in Odaiba and watch Tokyo one last time. Well, that is it. That is 12 days done. Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock we are up and we'll be gone by 11. It has been a genuine adventure that we've had over the past 12 days and I'm so happy to have been able to share it with everyone. And yeah, I'm to be honest quite lost for words at how incredible Japan has been. I knew it would be good, but it was just outstanding in every possible way. Honestly, I cannot think of any negatives about the experience we've had here. In the country with people, they've been friendly, they've been polite, they've been welcoming and accommodating. The only bad thing that we've just had is just other tourists. But apart from that, this trip has been absolutely incredible. We're definitely going to come back. Thank you all very much for watching the past however many episodes. I don't know how many it's going to be yet because we're editing. I'll be editing it after I get back. And I'll see you in the next one if there is one. Bye for now.